old. It's been 3 weeks almost, about. I think it was around the 15th, 16th of December, my last show. Well, I'm going to finish off a list of kind of old songs that have one hit wonder type songs that didn't really have lasting careers. But the first thing is around mid November, I have two kids and they have a YouTube channel called J Bro versus C Bro. Now, they're barely, nobody watches it. They're like three, four views, five. It's just for nothing. There's no big crowds coming. They're little boys that want to have fun watching video games. So I hooked it up with the Go Live. Then they put me through hell YouTube to adjust everything for kids, and then I had to fill out forms online and make sure everything is hunky dory with them for the zero views. So I went through that. My kids finally got to make a few sloppy amateur videos where I take a webcam and they're playing a game on the computer, and it's hacky. It's not quality. It's for their enjoyment that they can have a little fun. And now you see on my right over there, the last time they made a video for their channel, which is J Bro versus C Bro, I filmed them on this computer. That was a mistake because I had the TV on up above it. So while I don't know what the infraction was, but apparently I have a strike. Why? Because either the game they were playing or the movie that was playing above it, meaning on the TV, obviously YouTube's with its zillion spies saw that I did something they didn't like. They didn't tell me what it was, but I did an infraction. So the kids with their precious little channel that nobody watches, you know, it's been 6 or 7 weeks, something like maybe more. I don't know, 8 weeks that they haven't been able to do videos on that channel. Why? Because some old movie was playing in the background, which got in my little wandering around with my webcam. I captured it, and I'm not a wizard at editing and stuff. I didn't think that it would be a problem. So obviously it got on there. So that might have been what pissed off YouTube, or the fact that the game that they were playing was some kind of infringement to some copyright. Point is, listen, all you had to do is what they did, which is they quarantined the video and it took it off. But no, 2 8-year-old kids were such horrible people. First of all, they didn't film it. I did. It's their channel with the J Bro versus C Bro is what the channel was. So they boot me out and block the channel from live streaming now. This is what they do with their trillions of dollars and money and all their big wigs that go and make meetings to kind of make big decisions. They picked up, like, it's like seeing a grain of sand that's not on the beach but it's on the street. This is the infraction, as minor as you could possibly get. That my sand analogy is perfect. The grain of sand on the beach made its way to the street, and they didn't like that. So almost nothing was done. I sent them 2 emails or two. I filled out a thing online with them to what was it called? I forget. There's a word, not a complaint, but a challenge to their decision. Didn't hear from them. So I had to let my kids use my channel, which is mostly music related, and they did their goofy little video there in order to satisfy them. But then I had to spend time and had to get help to dump that video from my channel onto their channel. So this is just extra aggravation that I'm putting myself through, all because YouTube is pissed off that a tiny, minuscule atom-like molecule was out of place in their brain. God forbid that I go take Mutiny on the Bounty or The Godfather and broadcast it on their channel and steal zillions of dollars. And I didn't even take a penny's worth of things from someone. So YouTube, I know you're not watching. I know you don't care, but for anybody who does care, be careful, because they're out to, for the tiniest thing that you may have done, their goal is to boot you off. So really, 8-year-old kids, they're harmless to you. I'm an older person. I'm harmless to you. I don't do anything to steal your money. I use your free service. You put me through hell to adjust it. You change the way I do my show constantly. I have to relearn things that I don't understand in the first place. Then I figure it out. I write it down. Then you change it again. I have to press other buttons to do this and that. I'm not the Grigster. The Grigster is a great showman that is fiddles with buttons like that's his pleasure in life. You know, he knows how to get around and do things and videos and add his picture to backgrounds and stuff. Good for him. I love the guy. He's good at it, but I'm not. I'm not a wizard at this shit. I have friends that can figure out. Then there's tutorials where you have to learn. Like I wanted to learn to put my little picture in the corner and critique music videos. Probably I wouldn't have been able to do it anyway. But, you know, I looked at a tutorial on how to do it, and it's not, maybe it's not brain surgery, but to me, it was very hard to figure out. So I don't think I'll ever do it because the steps are too multiple. They're too plentiful. My head is not good at figuring out many mazes to go through like a mouse. I want to do things easy, A, B, and then C. Thank God I can still do this show. They didn't kill me for that. I don't have a TV on. There's no, I don't have, Elton John playing music in the background or anything. God forbid. I'm sure I end up in prison for it. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. YouTube, get your shit together. Don't be so cruel to such a minor league player like me and my children. We're really nothing but little ants in your anthill. There's no issue to worry about. Okay, we're gonna get to the kind of end. I'm in a pissed off mood for many reasons. I'm gonna try to do it with a little smile on my face. I'm not sure how much is left of this wacky list. Let me find my way. I'm pretty close to it. D for L is the next one-hit wonder from 2005 on my list. Laffy Taffy. So you know what? I got nothing to say about that because I promised to do a little work and look up some of these songs so I'd be more familiar with them, but I didn't do it. So I'm going to be kind of drifting through this Billboard one-hit wonder list. Next one I am super familiar with, Daniel Powter, Had a Bad Day. Now, Bad Day it's called. Now, this guy, he was a real media. He really tried to manipulate the media to keep his stardom high because he had this massive song. They used it as a walk-off for people that got eliminated from American Idol. He had a great career started. Bad Day might have been a commercial. Then he had one or two kind of drifting around hits that were kind of maybe a little less popular. And all of a sudden, 2-3 years go by, Daniel Powter is a memory. So what do I see like 2007, 8, 9, around there? Daniel Powter is breaking up with his wife. Or, like he was trying to get publicity to keep his staggering, crippled career going. And then what did I see? Oh, he's had mental health issues, like a big headline on the internet. He's trying to get through all these problems because of his this and that. Then he's making a comeback. Daniel Powter has a new record. And everybody excited by the industry this thrilling return. But the truth is, Daniel Powter, I have no clue what you're up to currently. It's 2020, but your attempts at restardom did not work. And I wish you well because I like Bad Day and the one or two other ones that you came out with. And next on the list is Snow Patrol, Chasing Cars, kind of this moody, prodding, sad song and mystical. I want to say it's like a collective soul type of song. Or maybe there was some promise there. They came to my city for a show. I didn't go, but it was some kind of a build up with them. But I remember this hoopla. Maybe they were big in Australia, kind of band. I think they were from there. And then, what do you hear? You don't hear because now these songs are beating each other to death. Like the bands that had that song that made it to being a popular song get burnt and crushed by the next band. There's some singer that pops up. Here we got another one after that. Jibs, Chain Hang Low. Probably a rapper, hip hop. I don't know, but I don't know the song. DJ Webster and Young B, Chicken Noodle Soup. I don't know it. The Pack, Vans. Sounds like a name I would know. Like a song I would know. Vans. But I don't know it. Huey, Pop, Lock and Drop It. Do I know it? I don't know. Rich Boy, Throw Some D's. Can't tell you. But these are all bands that didn't make it long. I would have had to go through major research to know if I actually heard these guys or not. Mims, This Is Why I'm Hot. If anybody knows these songs, comment away because I'm curious what there was about these songs that made it to this list and why is it that they didn't go further. Um, Rich Boy, Throw Some D's. I said it. Mims, This Is Why I'm Hot. Hurricane Chris. Who's this? A bad bay. A baby. Yael Naim. Now that name, I don't know why I know that name. Yael Naim. This guy must have been on a TV show or something, or he was a big deal for a month. New Soul. Metro Station. This is a slew of songs I never heard of. Metro Station. Shake It. Estelle. American Boy. Estelle sounds slightly memorable to me. Edward Maya and Vika Jigulina. Stereo Love. Nice title. La Rue, Bulletproof. Now, I think there was a girl that had a song called Bulletproof from England. What was her name? Maybe this is a cover, or maybe this was her name. I don't think this was her name. It was a girl's name. So maybe it's the same song, maybe it's not. Now we're really coming to the very bitter end because we're down to 2010s. Call Swag District. Teach Me How to Doogie. Boy, I'm down to nothing here. This is one I kind of do know, actually, for the first one in like 10. Goit and Kimbra. Somebody that I used to know. Now, I know it because it's a bizarre song with funny little, bizarre little notes and tweaking sounds and weird stuff. Now, I liked it, but it was weird. Then I saw that it was some massive international humongous song all over the world, like huge accolades for this guy, and he was a big deal, and God knows what Goit's up to. But whatever it is, I don't know. Goit and Kimbra. Now, the last one is Group Love, Tongue Tied. Sorry, I'm at a loss for words. It's another one I don't know. So it's kind of an abbreviated show. Maybe I have a 5-minute rant. I'm trying to write songs with someone, and I'm praying that it works out. I mean, I've approached a publishing company, but we're kind of both we're missing each other with finishing off this 4-song project to send it off just for the fun of it to see what people think. Could be something that works out. I don't know. It's stalling a bit, but I think we're going to, hopefully I'll hear from this guy and we'll put our 4 pieces together and toss them out there to this publisher. Not likely. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that. It's just for the hell of it. Why don't I talk about football? What's up with Tom Brady? Could it be the end? There he was on the field, trotting himself out there, blew the game, pick 6 at the end, I don't know, Tom, 42. You seem like you still got something left, but not a hell of a lot. Then there's Drew Brees. He was kind of looked a little out of it too, 40. Maybe it's time for the changing of the guard with these two. I wasn't planning on talking about football, but it's kind of like a show that kind of started off slow and maybe didn't have a lot to say. Music-wise, oh yeah, I've heard stories. Maybe I'll figure this out before the next show that Ozzy is like sitting in his bed. This is what I saw on Radar Online with, like, he had rods in his back to keep him up straight, and the rods came out. There was an operation, and reports are that he's not doing great, kind of in bed a lot, and he's got a tour to replace the tour that he's canceled last summer in June, and I don't know. I mean, what do I do? June's coming. Will he be alive? Will he be able to stand up? Will I want to spend the extra $200 for my friend that has no money and lay it out for him and wait till 2025 for him to pay me back? Or do I go by myself? Or do I just say, I saw Ozzy on his own in 1982 or 3, saw him with Black Sabbath 2014. Maybe it's kind of hang it up. Another guy who's played too long. There's the Stones. You got to figure they're done, but who knows? I've been wrong about them for 5 years. I mean, Keith Richards just turned 76. Maybe he just loves doing it. In his book, he said it's this great thrill, to play live, to do music, to write songs, to play. Hey, if I could make millions of dollars a year on doing something I love, I guess I would keep going until I was dead too. But I didn't do anything I really loved. I did things I didn't like to make a few bucks. And what I'm doing right now, well, currently I'm babbling, but what I'm doing in the radio, show level is kind of on a hobby level. Likely not to get past that, as it hasn't before either. But you know what? I'm staying at the show too long. This is an abbreviated show. It usually goes 20 minutes, but kind of 2 or 3 levels of aggravation I'm trying to fend off, and I don't want to have it affect the show and make people, whoever does listen, if they do, negative about me or feel that I'm like grumpy and all this. Howard Stern's a grumpy old man, but at least he gets paid for it, so it works out well for him. Howard, you should retire after this year. Join Ronnie. All right, Eddie G's Music World. First show of 2020, not the best. We'll be better later. We'll have other things going on at some point, and we'll make you impressed with more topics, maybe a guest, who knows, more things to say. Eddie G's Music World, January 6th, 2020. Saying goodbye, and thanks for listening, if you do.